What's good YouTube, Ben here, and today I am bringing you episode 1 on week 1 of the Foot Champs highlights. Every week I'll be showing you my Foot Champs highlights to show you how well I did or how bad I did. Just a little bit of an insight though, the main aim for this week was to make sure I get 27 wins. That is to get you verified to play in the competitive tournament, so that was my main goal. Top 200 on top of that is obviously a nice bonus, but you guys will see an interesting finish to the end of this weekend league. So sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some, and you guys will see if we won one or we lost it. But yeah, this is the team, what you can see on the screen. Alisson in goal, Semedo at the right back, Van Dijk, Varane and Mendy, Blanc and Zidane as the DMs in game, CR7 up top, Pele, Mbappe and Neymar as my free cams. If you guys are wanting to know my custom tactics and my formation guys and stuff like that, uploading tomorrow is my custom tactics, what I used this week, so keep an eye out for that. I don't really want to show it all in this video because, you know, I like to spread things out and go in a bit more depth of it. But yeah, formation, custom tactics will be out tomorrow. Foot Champs highlights here today. If you are new around here, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a like and leave a comment. Let me know how well you guys did in weekend league as well. Hopefully you didn't do what I did, but yeah, let's get into the video. Right guys, on to the highlights of this weekend. Obviously you're going to see the goals I scored, the goals I conceded, get a bit of feel of how I'm playing this FIFA, and obviously as always when I go over these highlights I'll ramble on with what's basically going to be happening with the channel, and also I'll talk over a bit of the gameplay. As you guys will see though, we scored some nice goals, to be honest with you. I felt this weekend, you know, in general the way I was playing, I felt very confident, especially going forward. Defense took me a little bit of time to adjust to with how I wanted to defend, but we eventually got there, I thought, in the later end, maybe the last 12-15 games. But you guys will see basically, do we clutch up top 100 or not. As always though, I always want to mention with any of these new videos, new series, let me know what you guys want to see regarding it, if there's anything I can do for quality of the content to make it better, or whatever. If you maybe want to see 2 of these, if I split my games in half, whatever, let me know. I think there might be a slight issue regarding, because we've tried to go from my file to somebody else's file who edited the goals. Come back to me, the actual quality of the gameplay looks very I don't know, 720p maybe, rather than maybe 1080p. So if that's something what is obviously bothering you and you want me to sort out, let me know. I can easily adjust that. I just have to basically record when playing. So yeah, let me know if that's a adjustment you want to see. I think most likely I'll do the adjustment anyway, because of course we want to make sure that the content is quality, as well as we're bringing out this right amount of quantity to score a crazy goal. I remember scoring that, I couldn't stop laughing because I think I should have probably scored with Pele, but the fact that it bounced off CR7's back heel when it went into Pele again, that was just nuts. But yeah, a little bit of insight really what's going to be happening with this channel. I think I might have mentioned it in the team reviews, but I think I just with the team reviews I think I overdid it, if that makes sense. I think it's a great idea to add to the YouTube channel, but because there was no content I basically just did loads of them, and actually it became a bit oversaturated. So what I'm going to do is obviously make that a one-time week thing. Probably bring that out on Saturdays. Mondays will usually be Champs highlights, but of course today you see Champs highlights being on the Tuesday. That's just because Champs went on for an extra day. Then we're going to have custom tactics / formation guys come out on one of the days, I think Wednesdays. Thursday rewards, Friday a squad builder at certain prices, and then we're missing one day, which is the Sunday. And I'm thinking we possibly come up with a co-op idea. I think that might be our best option here, because I think co-op's probably quite sought after. Well, not sought after, but I think people like to watch co-op. Obviously you get to see that interaction with pro versus pro. That's what I was basically going to be aiming for. I wanted to basically a series what allows me to play with other pros, but also maybe content creators as well. But I've got to come up with some sort of plan really when it comes to that, because even though I could easily get it rolling, I sort of want there to be purpose between the series, so there's reasons for you guys to watch it. Maybe there's a challenge every week with it, or whatever the case is. But as you see, as I mentioned, I think the goals I scored this weekend were great. Like the link of what I was getting between my my attack is insane. If you guys are wanting my custom tactics, as I mentioned in the intro, the custom tactics will be out tomorrow, so be ready for that. I did mention in the custom tactics video that if I hit top 200 on my Road to Glory team, that's going to be called top 200. Tell you now, I don't know what happened with the Road to Glory, but I can certainly confirm we didn't get top 200. So yeah, a little bit of thought process has got to go into that, like Road to Glory sort of thing as well, because I might just put everything on PlayStation now, so just so I'm really accomplished with the controller, because if I keep flipping the controllers, it's going to just make things a little bit more difficult, I think. But yeah, some great goals. I think this is actually one of the other pros who we played, named plays with Paderborn, the German pro team. Godly or something like that. I made a few mistakes defensively. On the first goal, I was a bit too aggressive on him. We all know how overpowered AI blocks are. This is a really good goal. How overpowered AI blocks are. So all I needed to do was actually just stand him. I didn't need to like try and trick him to do something sooner. And that is really what we unfortunately did for both of them goals. Even though that second goal was a great goal, I think I could have done so much different, if that makes sense. I think this is where it wraps up the game to 4-2. I might score another one, but I think I do. A bit of a cheesy header, actually. But yeah, when I'm going over these gameplays, obviously getting the recording, I'm actually reviewing my gameplay and seeing what I'm actually doing wrong. And there, for me, I felt like I was just way too aggressive with my centre-backs and just not allowing the game to be the game, you know, where the blocks are so crazy. So that's what I should be playing towards. So yeah, this is another guy. This guy's called Matt Foot Trading. Some of you guys might know him, but this guy tried to like, he didn't mean to like at me, but he did, you know what I mean, on Twitter, because my team name's End of the Line, and he was like, oh yeah, the only thing End of the Line is some bank statement or something. So yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes, you know, the good guys get hit, and unfortunately I was one of them. But you know, we came out with a dub. You know, we got the laugh, so it is what it is. As I say there, I score some nice goals, man. Especially when I get in defeat with Neymar, I think it's great. There's like a slight adjustment in what I want to do with my gameplay. It's something to do with when I have the ball into my striker. A lot of times I felt like I was getting clamped up when I had the ball. I felt it was too easy to read, or I wasn't like asking the question of the opponent, if you know what I mean. So that's something I need to work towards, because I want to try and make that extra space so you can obviously get that shot off. And I was getting so many good decisions where I wanted to do that, but I couldn't. And I think when I played like the guy who I lost to a second ago, and another game you're coming up, which is this one, that I didn't make enough chances because I was trying to make that perfect chance, but I didn't actually have the right tools, I suppose, of what's it called, in my attack. You know, I didn't have that finished product, so that's something I need to adjust to. I think my defense was fine, apart from actually the 2 games I lost. As you see, this is a loss here. This is another like competitive player. The 2 games I lost, I played so bad. Like so bad, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just like obviously the jump between like top 100 versus maybe some elite kids, but I felt like I made so many mistakes and just not, I guess, clutch in when it needed to be. You know, I was lacking something, and I need to work out what it was. And I think it was a lot with rushing with my defenders like I used to, not being patient with them in them games. And also just that, obviously, what I was mentioning with in the final third. Like, I was getting so many decisions like this, but I wasn't doing the right decision making around the bot. So that's something what I got to adjust to. And I think this game is wrapped up here. I think we're coming up to the end of the video too. So yeah, as I mentioned, let me know what you guys want to see when it comes to this series. Do you guys want to do you want me to like show you the guys' teams I'm playing and stuff like that? Let me know. Obviously, as I mentioned, like video quality, I might try and change it up slightly too, and just record like my games in the moment rather than after. But yeah, as I say, I think there's a few things I could do what could just make this a little bit nicer, a little bit cleaner for you guys to watch. But yeah, let me know what your guys' records are in the weekend league. I know it's a bit of a late ask for the comments, but let me know what your records were in the weekend league and see how you lot did. And let me know what you're struggling with, because maybe next video I could sort of go into detail maybe on stuff what you guys struggle with, but maybe I know the solution for. But we'll have to obviously wait and see. But as you see, the video's ending up here. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the series, of course, and peace.